Hi guys, today I'm going to show you the most advanced and most versatile power station which I've ever seen by far. And a very unique function is the hot swap function of the power bank. So I have one of them. Of course, the whole system is much larger. I'm going to show you everything. The name of the whole system is called Runhood Portable Power Station Rallye 600 Max. And in the set included are 4 of these super powerful power banks. Each has more than 300 watt hours. And to run the power station with full capacity, you need only 2 of them. So you can charge 2 of them at the same time while using 2 of them. But I'm going to show you everything, what you get and how it works. And so everything what you see here is included in the version of the Rallye 600 Max. So we get these 4 power bars, we get the central power station, and we get also 2 front plate or actually converters. Here we have the DC converter with the USB outlets, and here we have the AC converter with the normal 110 volts outlet. But there are also other options, other sets and other products available from the Runhood manufacturer. Here in this case, I just want to mention and show these 2-in-1 solar charger options. You can charge 2 of these power bars at the same time on 1 solar panel. And so this hot swap function is not just a gimmick. This is an absolute necessity for an efficient use of power stations. If you are really in a situation that you are relying or have to rely on such power, let's say after a hurricane when you don't have power for a longer time, and with this very unique hot swap function, they are solving one big problem which all of the other power stations which I have tested so far have, and this is that you actually need 2 of them to really run and use them. You need actually 1 inside to provide the power and at the same time 1 outside which you are charging from the solar panel at least through the day. And so with this set, you have to just buy 1 power station which you're using inside, has display, has all the functions inside. That's what you want to have inside during the day when you're providing power. And these things you can charge outside at the same time. And so you don't need 2 of these power stations. That's an absolute awesome construction, something which I have never seen before, and it makes absolutely sense to have something like that. And so I'm going to test it, show you if it works and how it works. And so here again the whole set in detail with everything, and what you see, get also this nice bag here which includes the instructions manual. And here inside we have a ton of cables, the 110 volts wall charger, some specific cables for solar panels, then the 12 volts and the 110 volts for the wall plug. Something what you realize when you hold it like that for the first time in your hands, that it's super lightweight, of course, because there are no energy bars here inside. You have to push here and then you can open this. So you can remove both of the dust caps, or you can leave one protected and insert only 1 energy bar here inside. When I illuminate this here, you can see how it's looking here inside. It just has 1 plug here in the front, which we are using to connect here with this energy bar. And so we are pushing this one here just inside till we have a proper lock. You can see we cannot remove it. To remove it, we have to press the button here on top, and then we can easily remove it. So a really good, safe system. And as soon as we have 1 inside, the power station is fully functional. And so we can turn it on here with a long press, and we get the confirmation how much charge we have inside in this 1 bar. We see the input watts and the output watts and how many energy bars we have inserted here inside. And so let's add also the second bar. By the way, also important to know is that it comes with 4 soft rubber feet, very solid soft rubber feet, so it has a very safe stand. And apart from the back where we have the openings and the front where we have everything with the ports, the display and even the lights, there is absolutely no opening here. You can see that light, we have normal steady light, then we have a lower light, and then we have the automatic SOS light. You can see here absolutely nothing, super clean, solid handle, but apart from that, really nothing. So we open the second dust cap and push this bar here also inside. We get the beeping confirmation, everything is locked, solid. And so let's check the difference here. And so you can see a little bit of activity here, and as far as I know, they are exchanging the power or distributing, leveling the energy between these 2 energy bars. And so we have a ton of options to charge and discharge. By the way, we can also increase or decrease the brightness of the display. And we have a button to turn on the AC power here and the DC power, which we have here. If we don't use it, we can turn it off. And after 20 minutes of not doing anything, the power station would turn off automatically anyway. That's also a good thing. So we have a lot of possibilities to charge and discharge. The main charge is here the 24 volts input, which we are also using with the 110 volts transformer. So it's charging already with a very high 163 watts input, but we can add even more. We can use the USB-C in parallel to give even more charge. And so you can see it goes even up. I think the maximum input is 200 watts. Yeah, it goes even higher. Let's see what happens. Yeah, at the end it stays at around 250 watts input in total. That's quite a lot. Or I can remove this one here so you can see we have also high input and high output power alone here from USB-C, because this is input and output. So it's charging alone here with USB-C input with 85 watts. And of course, it's not just charging one energy bar at this time, it's charging both at the same time. And so as an output, we can activate the DC, we can use USB-C, we can use this quick charge USB-A, and we have also an additional PD output of up to 100 watts. And we have another 12 volts with up to 5 amps. And then we have also the 12 volt car port, 10 amps, very powerful. But we cannot only use one output, we can increase the output here. We can add this parallel USB-C output. You can see goes up to 36 or even higher. We can even activate AC power on top of that, plug it in, and you can see we get the light. So we are using now the 12 volts, we are using USB-C, and we are using the AC power at the same time. In total 116 watts. But of course we can also use the 12 volt from some other device or from our car to charge this power station. We are using the 24 volts plug, but it also works with only 12 volts as an input. There's also an opening here which fits for the grounding of a plug. You can see, can easily plug this in here, but of course it's not a real grounding, it's just an opening. You have to be careful when you're using it for a fridge with a compressor. And now we leave this plugged in, we turn it around, and we remove the first energy bar. So this is out now, and so we could put this outside, attach it to a solar panel, especially using this cable here. So we connect this here in the back. And now we can connect the normal DC plug here to a solar panel. So we can use either this special cable or normal DC cable if your solar panel has normal DC cable. And now let's assume the power of this energy bar is pretty low and we need to replace it, but we don't want to turn off the AC power, especially when we are using a fridge or you have other sensitive items like a computer which you don't want to turn off. Then you take a fresh energy bar from outside which you have been charging with the solar panel. You just push it inside Wait till you hear the beeping that it's activated, and now you can push here on the right side and take out the old, like the used energy bar, and put it also on the solar panel to charge. And as you have been able to see, the light has never been turning off, so we have been on AC power the whole time, and that's the awesome hot swap capability which I've already been mentioning, which I've never seen before. So we can add them in and out as much as we want. It will never interrupt the power as long as we have at least one energy bar here inside. What's also awesome is the detail level of this display. We see the percentage of the battery capacity. When we add the second one, then it gives us the average. We see for how long this power would last with exactly this power which we are pulling out, which is 12 watts here. And something which is also very interesting and very important is to see if we can use this for pass-through charging. Means that we can charge it at the same time while we are using it. And you can see, at least in this situation, it's working. We are charging it more than we are discharging it, and so it will increase the percentage now of the battery capacity, even though we are using it for the light here. So we are adding 85 watts and pulling 15 watts, which means we are putting 70 watts here inside. And something which I also love here with this system, that we have to put only this energy bar here outside to charge. We don't have to put the whole power station outside, which has a huge advantage not only for transportation because it's small and has less weight, but also it's much easier to store and hide between the solar panels and avoid direct sunlight and preventing from overheating. This is always a huge challenge, to put such a large power station behind the solar panel and protect it against sun and even maybe some raindrops. And these energy bars are so small, we can easily hide them behind the solar panels so they are not overheating, and put them even so far underneath of the solar panels that they are even protected a little bit against small rain shower or so. And as a last thing, of course, I want to show you what we can attach here. Instead of the charging cable, we can add here this AC power adapter, snaps in easily, and so we can turn it on here in the back. We see two levels, 40% here. We don't have this sophisticated panel with all the options, but at least we get some indication how much power we have, so we can use this totally independent. So we have actually 3 different power stations which we can use at the same time. We can use this full function power station here while we are using this energy bar as a power station for AC power. And that's not everything. We can even attach this DC power adapter to another energy bar. We push it here inside, turn it on again, also 40%. So I brought this light here again. We can plug it in. You can see we have AC power here as well from here, and not only from here, but we can use USB power also at the same time from here. So we have so many different options, and we can still charge the number 4 energy bar at the same time with the solar panel here. That's extremely versatile. This is by far the most versatile power station which I have ever seen and tested. This is exactly what we need actually. This is what we want. We don't want to buy 2, 3 or 4 power stations. This is enough. We have everything in one very beautiful, sturdy, versatile, powerful. So we can definitely call this the Rolls-Royce of all power stations, which is absolutely perfect for all outdoor activity, camping, and also as a backup for home for emergency use. and so I can give you full recommendation. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.